wrestling fans? I'm the King V, and I have outdoor scenery today. How awesome is that? Alright, first off, I would like to thank everybody who became a member of my group on Facebook. So I created a group on Facebook. It is called Wrestling Historians Coalition. Join it. I think we have about 37 or 38 members right now. So join it if you haven't already, and hopefully some of those members will move over here to the YWC and subscribe to my page as well. So speaking of the Facebook group, I have a question up on the wall there on my Wrestling Historians Coalition page, and the question is: Ric Flair is a 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, winning titles in WCW, WWE, WCCW, NWA, and AWA, I believe. So the question is out of 16 championships, how many of those championship wins were for the WWE Championship? How many times has Ric Flair become WWE champ? I gave you guys 3 choices on Facebook, and the 3 choices are A, I think it was 7 times, B, 10 times, or C, 1 time. So be sure to check that out and answer. I'm real curious to see what everyone gets, and hopefully people don't Google it. So I definitely did not Google it, so I actually know the answer. But anyways, you'll find out the true answer to that question on my next video. So anyways, up there at the top, it's quite honorably named WWE Champ versus WWE Champ. And that was basically how the show ended on Raw last Monday night. I was both impressed and ticked off. Impressed for the reason that finally CM Punk and The Miz are going to go at each other in a big pay-per-view event. Not only is it a big pay-per-view event, but they're going to go after each other at a point in time where everyone wants to see them wrestle each other. But I was ticked off because I was sitting here thinking, holy shit, they're probably going to have John Cena win. Why? Don't let him win. You can't let him win. Cena is a 11, 12-time champ now. I mean, he's probably going to end up breaking Ric Flair's record and some, which is another reason why I chose that question for the question of the week on Facebook. But in any case, you got to think about it like this. We all know The Rock is guaranteed to come for Cena before WrestleMania. And Spinnernet made a good point that The Rock said, I'm going to come after CM Punk where I debuted. He debuted Survivor Series in Madison Square Garden. And that's where it's going to be. In Madison Square Garden this year, Survivor Series. What I would do is I would much rather see Cena lose and not have the title. Have to work through the roster. He'll give him some storylines, give him some stuff to work through, and divert the attention away from The Rock, which they've been doing so far with this storyline. But then Survivor Series, finally give him a title shot, and that's when The Rock comes in. I mean, think about it. If you set it up in this way, Cena will be working his ass off, truly putting every blood, sweat, and tear in his body on the line just for The Rock to screw him over. That's what you need to do. That's how you keep the storyline going. So, that's what I would do. Honestly, that is what I would do. That's what I know a lot of people probably would rather see. I mean, if we literally have to see John Cena carry that title all year round, I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna literally throw up and just puke everywhere. It's just not gonna be cool. Meanwhile, you got CM Punk, who is probably on top of the WWE right now. Well, I would love to see CM Punk and The Miz in a rivalry. Will that mean CM Punk has to turn face? No, it doesn't. Does it mean The Miz? Does it mean The Miz will have to turn face? No. Have the two wrestlers who are the two best heels on Raw face each other in the storyline, trying to out-heel each other. That, I think, would be the shit. And whether you do it right after this CM Punk John Cena storyline, or you do it at WrestleMania, whether you do it now or later, I want to see it. Because it's probably the only rivalry on Raw we have not seen yet. It'll be really interesting and really creative to see what the WWE can come up with those two on each other. So, Raw, let me talk a little bit about Raw this week. I talked about champ versus champ already, so let's talk a little bit about Raw. And I want to talk about Dolph Ziggler right quick. Why are they setting up Dolph Ziggler with A-Rod? First off, you don't say, okay, A-Rod, we're going to put you up against The Miz, and then you're done with The Miz and you're going to send him straight to Ziggler. Ziggler's way better wrestler than even The Miz. Way better. He's on a totally different level than A-Rod, Alex Riley, whatever. And you're going to put these two people against each other. First off, the first thing you need to do with A-Rod is you need to give him a new fucking haircut. Second off, you need to give him a entrance song that actually matches him. The song he has is way too good for him. Way too good. I mean, you hear that song and you think that, holy crap, this is an awesome song. Someone awesome is going to come out. No. Out comes A-Rod with his stupid John Cena wannabe fucking haircut. Change his look or his image, turn him back into a heel, put him on SmackDown, and have him fight through the SmackDown roster. That's how Alex Riley will earn my respect. Right now, I don't like the guy. I don't. Then you get to see the WWE Divas 10 women or 20 women battle royal or whatever. Why? I mean, you should just lessen it up, have it be a fatal 4-way. Because we all know that in the end it's going to become a Beth Phoenix, or we all know who's going to win. Instead, we get to see Melina, the first one eliminated within like 30 seconds. And then we get to see a number of other divas just thrown out there quickly. Come on. The one thing I'll say is good is Beth Phoenix is now a heel again. Thank the Lord. Beth Phoenix is a heel. That's what we need. We need that back. Because she does such a great job at being a heel. So, they could do a little bit better, but they're starting to experiment, which is what we all asked for in the end. Then we had, what else do we have on Raw? Nothing really spectacular. You know, Del Rio comes out, and that was I didn't even watch that match. I left the room, and then I came back, and then I said, he won by armbar, didn't he? And everyone was like, yeah. And then Kofi Kingston comes out. You know what? Internet's 100% correct about Kofi Kingston. They're gonna put Kofi against Del Rio until it gets boring. Until it gets just like put a needle in my eye, boring. So I mean, that's why I opened up with talking about the WWE Championship ordeal, because the mid-card storylines right now are I mean, they're starting to pick up a little bit, but they're like I mean, you really want me to drop my balls? WWE really wants to really get me going? Put the one person on Raw that I absolutely despise as WWE champion. Have Del Rio win it at SummerSlam. Yeah, it'll piss me off, but it'll throw a whole new mix. This is why the Attitude Era was so awesome. Every time you thought it couldn't get worse, it got worse. Every time you thought the storyline couldn't get that much interesting, it did. So anyways, that's all I have to really say. Comment, subscribe, become a member of Wrestling Historians Coalition over on Facebook. You can just look me up, and it's easy as pie to get into it. So I pretty much let anyone in it right now. And like I said, we're up to like the upper 30s. So again, subscribe, comment, do what you do. I'm about to sit. Peace.